It's your boy, Ed the Dread, a.k.a. Eddie Money Mouth, and you are tuned into the Money Mouth Podcast. Yes, sir. Welcome back, homies and homettes. We are here with another...
Friend.
Alec Richardson, everybody! The man,
Hello,
the myth,
everybody.
the legend.
Hello. To the
And
heads.
to begin with, we will pay our sponsors, and that is coconut water. This presentation of the Money Mouth Podcast is brought to you by coconut water. I climb trees for this shit. Cheers, my man.
Cheers.
Yep.
What kind of coconut is it?
Hawaiian.
Just Hawaiian?
Yep.
Okay.
Hawaiian young coconut.
Hawaiian young coconut.
Yeah. If it grows in Hawaii, it's Hawaiian. People always ask me that, though. People, oh, where can I get the Thai coconut? Can you get me a Thai coconut? And I'm like, well, this is Hawaii. Thai coconuts don't grow in Hawaii. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, I mean, well, you know, I guess I didn't know that either until I was the person trimming coconut trees. But generally, when you see, say, the Harmless Harvest coconut water and it's pink,
Oh, the pink stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
Costco's
So-
got that.
that's like the Thai nut. They'll have pink water.
Why?
I think it has something to do with the soil,
Ah,
honestly.
cool.
But in my mind, a coconut that is from the same family and grows in Thailand produces pink water. If it's from the same family but grows here, when you open the top of it, it'll be pink. It's like a pink ring. And it's not all coconuts out here that have that.
So only some Hawaiian coconuts are
Yeah.
like part Thai.
Yeah, so I would say they're probably just from the same family, you know, and just growing in different soil, but have like the same quality of sweetness and the ability to like produce this pinkness on the nut. But yeah, so a little bit of coconut knowledge for you to kick the day off right, baby. Yeah. Now, Alec has something to do and is in cahoots and in ties with one of the previous homies that we had on the pod. You've been in cahoots with the guy.
Don't put cahoots on me.
Listen, you've set up a Kahoot for the classroom, right?
Yes, I've set up a
So don't be so mad
Okay,
about
all right,
Kahoot.
I'm in cahoots.
Kahoot
I'm
can
in
be a
cahoots.
cool thing, man. You know, and if you don't know what Kahoot is, it's a game that you can set up as a teacher that's multi-answer questions.
It's a multiple choice.
That's what you call it. Multiple choice. Yeah,
Games.
math guy, not
It's
English.
fun for kids.
True, false.
Allegedly.
Alleged, just because they like to be on their phones, so it's like a chance to give them the phone to answer a thing and beat each other. Maybe we'll talk a story about the first Kahoot I ever saw happen in class later on as we go through. But the person that he is in cahoots with was Big Doug from the first.
When did he become Big Doug?
He's big body now, bro. He stands on his hands all the time.
Stands
So,
on his hand.
and he's got the oldest kid out of the
Big
three of
Doug.
us. So,
He does have the oldest kid.
yep. You saw him today. He was big in it.
He's big.
Yeah.
You're at full zero.
I'm full zero,
Full
and I
zero.
know it for a fact.
For a fact.
Everyone always says that. They're like, oh, you don't have any kids? Well, how do you know? Well, that one night that you didn't know. There's not that one night. My mom used to slide condoms under my door because I
They're
grew up in a
pretty effective,
townhouse.
I heard.
Very.
And you know what I found out is like when you don't use a condom or any birth control, it's pretty possible to immediately be having a baby. It's like almost immediately possible.
Why
So
do you know this?
You should use condoms. Like they're great. Like, seriously. Very happy.
He's about to have a baby
very
in
happy
about
about
8
having
weeks.
the baby, but like,
Yeah.
wow. I went my whole life, and then all of a sudden, like one time, baby, right away.
Well, that's a blessing because some people it takes them a lot more
It
than
does
one
take
time.
them a lot more than one time.
Yeah. So good.
it
So you're
was-
shooting silver bullets then, cuz.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's my boy.
So, you know, like...
I wore spermicidal lubricated ones, so there was no
There was
chance.
zero chance.
If it broke,
Yeah.
even they're still getting murked.
Well, yeah, it is effective.
Yeah, and now I don't do it at all.
Birth
So
control's a good thing, you know. If you don't want kids, you shouldn't have kids.
that will. Hey, God, what's the Anthony Edwards? You heard of Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards. Is he a basketball player?
Yup.
Yes, I did hear of him.
Okay, I would assume that you probably heard of him for the same reason that I've heard him because I don't really watch basketball.
Well, I heard of him from Leo today, so...
even fucking worse, bro.
But it was mostly about basketball. But
Okay.
I'm imagining you're going to tell me
So this guy is like supposedly the next face of the NBA.
face of the NBA.
Right? I don't know. I don't watch basketball, but he's a really good basketball player apparently. But he's also really good at just being a piece of shit dude. So he just impregnates chicks
it's
and
not
whatever.
hard.
And
That's not hard to do. Like,
Point
I can
Alec.
say it's hard to be in the NBA. but
okay,
it's not
okay.
hard to be not a nice person.
All right, you're right. You're right on that.
So, but yeah, he's not a nice person.
Yeah, he's not that nice a dude whatsoever. And apparently his last baby mom, who just had a kid with him, he won some court thing, and his defense was that he told the lady that he didn't want to have a baby with her. And I'm like, so why didn't you just have oral sex with her or something, you know? Like you could have just not had sex with her.
You could have not done that, or you could have used a condom.
Or you could use a condom. So she gets impregnated, and he wins the case and is able to pay 18 years of child
What
support.
state was this in?
I don't know.
That's the question.
That
Always
is the question.
First question. What part of the country
One-
did this occur in?
One day, we're gonna have a guy that we go, hey guy, look that shit up real quick, and he's gonna be the guy in the back,
And
you know.
one day they're gonna do all these podcasts over again, and then they'll have that guy do that stuff. It'll be the
Yo.
endless loop of the guy on the podcast.
I'll be watching my own old podcast, commentating it.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
5 years from now,
Fuck. Okay. Well, what state do you think it's in?
I'm gonna go with Louisiana.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Louisiana.
All right. Well,
I don't know that for sure, but I feel like this is probably south of the Mason-Dixon line.
All right.
Like almost a guarantee.
Okay.
I know that this gentleman plays basketball professionally in Minnesota.
okay. That was gonna be my question. Like,
But I
Can
don't
we
think this
deduce-
happened- I don't think this happened in Minnesota. It's too cold there.
he's just out. He's out and
No.
about, bro. That guy's out everywhere, huh?
You gotta go down south for the
Hilarious.
shenanigans. Now, cahoots, no, but shenanigans, I'm all in.
He's all in. Oh my God. Oh, so good. That'll bring us back to, so the cahoots that we were in together was the Tribe of Good Vibes. So we spoke about it with Doug. We previously had a website where, nice, thank you, brother, man. We plug in over here, which is now Good Vibes Gear and Island Vibes Records. So we've kind of branched off and rebranded, right? But the initial idea was to have homies that were passionate about things and or something, and we all wrote on a blog. And he wrote about running, which is what he did at the college that we all went to, Monmouth University. Caw-caw! Hawks fly high, baby. Caw-caw!
So high.
Yeah, how'd you get into running?
I started running. When did I start running? When I was in middle school. Started
Yeah.
running. I did track for a little while, and then I played soccer. And my track coach was like, I think you should stop playing soccer. You're okay at it, but you're much better at running.
Yeah.
And then I did that, and I was much better at that. So then
Nice.
they let me come to college to do more of it. So, that was nice.
So did anyone in your family run, or were you the first
No,
runner?
I was the first runner.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody did that type of stuff in my family.
That's funny. See, I had
Your
almost the
dads were-
opposite.
yeah.
Everyone in my family ran. Like my dad, my dad's dad, my great uncle. Like everyone was a runner, and then I was the first person to play soccer. And then I ran later on.
Disappointment.
See, but my dad never made me run because he
Yeah.
used to take me to, like the running club things.
Yeah.
And everybody else would like make their kids run, and he would just let me play in the sand in like the long jump pit.
You probably should not force it. Like I developed it over time. Like I tried it out in track, and then eventually it was like, all right, I'll switch. And I did well, and then I continued to do it because I wanted to do it, not because my parents loved running, so like I have to do that activity. Like I like a lot of stuff that my parents do, but I don't think that we do all of the same things. Like they kind of were like, yeah, if you want to do this stuff that I like, great. If you want to do your own thing, like we'll support you in that too. So,
Nice. Our
nothing
parents are
not-
the same in that aspect.
Not rocket science.
Yeah.
Not rocket science, but very fortunate to have parents that are like, yeah, do your own thing, and
Yeah.
we'll show up with a giant cooler full of drinks to pass out to all the runners that cross the finish line.
That's
Because-
epic.
Yeah. So that was running, and I'm still running, not like fast all the time. but
Yo,
still doing
listen.
it.
I think running fast is overrated. You know, you ever see that guy, like, I Show Speed? He's like an internet personality, a live stream guy.
This is the most I've interacted with the internet in a very long time, Ed, so.
We're winning right here. Money Mouth Podcast. Hell yeah. Okay, so there's a guy he's very athletic.
Very athletic.
And he's very fast.
Okay.
In sprinting. Right? And I think he raced one of the Olympic sprinter guys. Like one of the most recent gold medalists. I can't remember his name.
Very flashy, lots of cameras, you know.
Yeah, and he raced another one of these internet celebrity guys who's really fast, and he's beat them all. But like, I look at him and I'm like, I think I could take him in the 800.
But yeah, probably. I mean,
you know, so it's like people always think of speed as being just like how quick you are in this really fast event, but like when it comes to running a distance that you run for, say, like your birthdays, like
it takes a long time.
You would kill everyone's pace.
Not everyone's pace, but I do well and I finish.
I mean, look, let's just say we'll take the one that I ran with you. Okay, first off, tell everybody what you do on your birthdays.
I turn a certain number of years old and I run that many miles.
When did you start that?
When I was 21.
21.
I'm gonna be 35.
Was it because you were drunk on your 21st birthday?
No, I was the last person to turn 21, and everybody else did a lot of partying, and I was like, oh, I'll definitely do the partying part, but I am gonna start the day with a 21-mile run. And I did that, and then it was just like, all right, how many years and I'm still doing it, so how many years can we successfully accomplish this? We'll see.
What year did I jump in with you when you were over here?
I was like, I've done 2 on Maui. I know I did 1 for my 30th birthday during COVID.
Is that when we dropped you off at La Perouse
and
you just took off and Yo, this guy's crazy.
It was a beautiful run.
Yo, we camped. It was like, well, it was a beautiful night, and then it's like all of a sudden this motherfucker's like, hey, like I'm leaving, and we're like, like what? It's like fucking like 3 in the morning.
That's right, 3 a.m. We start at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It's too hot. It's too hot. I've definitely had heat stroke when you picked me up over on the other side of the island. I did not feel great. I slept in the park for a while you went surfing.
Oh my God.
The last one that I was going to say that was maybe 33. Yeah, probably 33.
Yeah, that I ran some with you?
You ran like in somewhere around like mile 26, 27 for like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 miles.
Yeah, that's what I don't know, bro, but like I was kind of spent. And I mean, like I run, like I would say the most I do is 6 to 8 miles, maybe like once a month. But I'm a general like 5K, 3-miler guy. Yeah. That's what I mean. And he toasted me. And he even, my man was like, can you bring me, can you bring me snacks? Water. Can you bring me water? So I brought him like a Cliff Bar or 2 and like 2 bottles of water. And what did you eat? You didn't eat anything, right? You just drank some water? We ran like Grand Wailea to like La Perouse and back. And then this fool was like fucking just, hold up a second. Just runs over to the side, turns his head, just throwing up while running, and still beating me in the pace. So this is what I'm saying. Speed is relative. It's not like this. It's just a thing where people like to see the short race. You know,
it's fun. It's exciting.
People don't like to wait 4 minutes. Yeah. Oh, that whole 4 minute, or even like an 800 is like 1 minute and 40 seconds.
It's 2 whole laps. We don't have like. Who's going to watch this whole podcast? You're going to have to chop it up into little bits, 15 seconds.
For regular humanity, you're right.
Dash is 9 seconds, and
Okay, like, that's a very good actually, actually.
Yeah, like people can't pay attention for that long.
The people that love the event will watch it.
Just paying attention.
Wow. Oh my God.
I don't die.
Well, I had a conversation with a guy. He's in his like 70s at school, and he started, because I would train with the cross country team. And he kind of chose to start running again just to, be fit as an older guy. And I was kind of just running to like run with the guys that were.
Older guy.
Well, yes, but all right. So when I ran in high school, the guy that was my coach, he ran with my dad in college. They had a guy who ran with them also.
Who was older than them.
Exactly. He was a senior and they were a freshman. He came back and run with us at our practices. And like my dad and his homie can't run no more, but this guy's beating us in 12 400s and stuff. So it's like, you know, like I wanted to help the fast guy stay fast.
Yeah.
You know, like that guy was doing for us. And like, it was a thing, but he would always be listening to a podcast or something. And I'm like, why aren't you paying attention to your body and like focusing?
I don't listen to anything.
Me neither anymore.
Like on a treadmill. On a treadmill, because it's boring. Like, it's so boring on a treadmill. Sometimes you just have to. If you're gonna get it in. That, you know, it's treadmill day. But in the real world, like, you can just like be alone with your thoughts. It's okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine most of the time.
Yeah.
That's really like the whole exercise. Like, you don't have to go that fast, but you know, you just like pay attention, one step at a time. Sometimes the step will feel good. Sometimes the step will feel bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll throw up. Sometimes you won't.
Inch by inch, life's a cinch. Yard by yard, very hard. You
got a lot better sayings. Mine was just like, then you take another step. Another step.
Same thing.
Yours are
same thing. No, I can't own that one. Okay, that was Scooter Skaggs. My first boss as he hired us as people to coach soccer to students younger than us at the Maryland Soccer School. So shout out to Scooter Skaggs, shout out to JD and them, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so how many birthday runs have you done now?
I guess we're coming up on, this will be 35, so what is that, 13? Yeah, we did 21 through 34 so far, right? That's 13.
God, okay, so how many miles? What's the math equation?
Like,
X plus 1,
I would need to
X
my
plus
math
1,
has to be on paper. Like,
X plus 1
you're
plus
better at math.
X plus 2 plus X plus 3 plus X plus 4.
I would need to write it down.
Yeah, but that's going to be the equation.
And it's okay to write it down.
To figure it out. And then you just plug in at the first year. Yeah, you plug in the first year, X as 21. And please write your math down. Because
please write your math down.
No, you're right, because it's easier to follow. Like, you're going to do the thing, and then you're going to write the thing under, and then, like, that was when I would grade papers. If you didn't get the problem right, if you didn't get the answer right, but you look at the math and you can see the work and go, oh, at this point they got it wrong, but then like the mathematics they did was right with the numbers that they had, that one of them was wrong.
To give them partial credit.
Yeah, dude. Almost sometimes I even just give you the whole fucking credit. Oh, you just fucked it up a tiny bit, bro. Some people are just walking around smoking weed vapes. So like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Some people.
Oh,
There's a lot of some peoples out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, your experience with middle school running is what you wrote about on the blog, right?
Coaching middle school running?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did some coaching of middle schoolers. I was a middle school teacher for a long time, and now I'm working with really little kids, which is very different. But like that was when I started running in middle school, track, and then like little later did the cross country thing. But like similar, like kind of give back thing.
Yeah.
It was very different than like, it was just even like the structure was different than like when I was in middle school. So that was kind of like a learning experience. There's a lot, you know, I was here in Hawaii and there's a lot less opportunity for competition. So we were like really just like 2 weekends a year. That's what the kids got, and everything went into that. And but yeah, it was fun and it was cool. Some kids really got into it. Some kids' parents were making them be there, and you know how that goes. But
you gotta run,
yeah,
baby.
It's you know, it's cool. I mean, my sister got in the running because I was doing some running, and she's been a lifelong runner. And
nice.
You just want people to pick up habits. That's the nice thing about cross country, track. It's not like you don't need anybody else to do it, and it's a habit that a lot of people pick up and they keep, and helps keep them like healthy, physically and mentally, you know?
We need a lot of both of that. Physical, mentals going on. You need some physical mentals. What would you say is, you know, the greatest thing you've taken from running after doing it for so long?
I don't know. Probably the doing, like continuing to do it. Like it's a practice, you know. It's a thing that like I mean, my wife would tell you that there's a demeanor change in me if I don't run enough. So You know, like it's good for you.
He's
It's
like,
good for me. Yeah. There's
give me my shoes. Fuck it. Ah.
I hurt my toe earlier this year and I couldn't run for a long time, and it's like it's a slow process back into it, and it wasn't fun. It's not fun, like, to not be able to do the thing you want to do all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Take care of your toes.
Yeah, okay, so is that the greatest thing you took from it? Is take care of your toes?
Like, you know, try to take care of yourself. Like, I don't know how many, you asked me how many miles I've run on my birthday. Like, I think about how many miles have I run over the course. And many times I'm running miles going, like, why am I even doing this? Like, what am I doing out here? And, like, one day maybe I'll know, but I don't know. I don't know now. But it's a practice. It's like a meditative thing, you know. Some people can sit still and do it. Not me so well.
Yeah.
I'm better at it now.
One day I'll know.
One day it's all gonna make sense.
It's gonna keep on running.
One day.
It's like Forrest Gump, remember?
Yeah.
That guy got a whole bunch of people running behind him.
He had a great life. He just kept running.
What if something jumped up and bit me?
Historical events.
He was in historical
he was just
events.
like, you know, ping pong champion. So, yeah, it starts.
Oh my God. So good.
But also, like, there's cool people you meet running. Like, your dad. I got to talk to your dad a couple times about his running. And it's always fun to talk to other runners about, especially guys that are older and, like, your dad was running in the 70s. Like, now, like, I have a GPS smart watch thing on my wrist. And my shoes are, you know, cost like $150 and all this stuff. And these dudes were running in, like, you know, Adidas, nothing shoes, drinking beer, and like,
actually, exactly doing that.
Which just still happens, but it's like you see people spend like hundreds of thousands of and like all this money on gear, and it's like at the end of the day you're just trying to like run. You know, like, do you need to invest? It's nice to. I like my watch. Like it's helpful, especially when I need to know how long my birthday run is going, but. Like, I don't need it. You know, I could do it without. I would have a hard time running 35 miles without shoes on, though. It's worth trying, but it would...
No, I don't think that's worth trying. To run 35 miles barefoot?
I think that people
What's the terrain?
Good question. Probably not, like, lava rocks and stuff.
Yeah, let's say it's just grass, like a nice, lush grass.
Give me, like a half-mile loop on some grass, so
fuck, he wants to go half-mile loop for
I did it once.
30?
I did 31 on I think it's like 0.39 mile loop where my house on the Big Island is, like the loop around the Ville.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did.
How many did you run? How many laps?
90 loops.
Ah!
I don't know. I stopped counting.
Yo, dude.
It was like it was like 3 plus a little bit per mile. So, it was like my 31st birthday, maybe, something like that.
Bro,
yeah, it was 50K. It was 50K.
See, there he is, running man.
But can you do it? That was all it was. Like, at first, I was like, I'm going to run the early morning hours around this loop just because I don't feel like dealing with wild dogs out in the middle of And then my brain told me, like, oh, hey, can you do the whole run on this 0.39 mile loop? And, you know, once I was 15 miles into the 31 mile run, then the itch in my brain, I had to finish.
Yeah. Once I was 15 miles in on the same 3 mile loop.
I don't have a better way to do this. It was like a challenge to myself.
Yeah.
I can stay here and do this. You know, it's much easier to go run 4 miles down the road and back than to run 8 loops around something, you know? If you want to get 8 miles in, it's like different scenery. So it was just like, okay, this is a new challenge of running. And, So, it was fun.
What did you run in college?
I did some 5K. I mostly focused on cross country. I did the steeplechase a couple times.
Steeplechase!
It was maybe the
He's
most
jumping
fun.
shit.
You're jumping stuff, running far. There's water, so that's fun. Steeplechase was fun.
The college experience. I didn't get to experience it with him.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah.
Older.
I was the uncle that showed up on Thursday and brought the herb and the drinks, and we watched Good Vibes and Beavis and Butthead, and then I just left it all with him to hang out for the weekend. with whatever was left. Those were the good old days.
They were pretty decent.
Yeah.
Pretty decent days.
What
Nah,
did
never
you
worked.
did you get a degree in education?
I got a political science and secondary ed, and then I got another degree in special education.
Okay. So you went to Monmouth for political science?
Yeah, and then.
So what drew you to the teaching aspect?
Well, I thought I was going to be a lawyer when I got out of high school. And then I
Oh
went
shit!
to
Y'all heard that?
And I went to those classes and did not really enjoy the time spent in. Like, it's interesting to learn. It's like history stuff. It's cool, you know, like you're in college. But it was kind of like a very like argumentative vibe in the class. So, and my mom's a teacher, and she was like, maybe you should try like getting, you know, adding education on. And so I did, and it worked out well. And then I worked with kids during Special Olympics. So then I kind of worked with kids with disabilities, and so then I picked up some like, you know, classes in that. And long story short, I ended up doing that out here in Hawaii for a long time, working as a special education teacher, which is maybe the most rewarding and frustrating job on the planet. And, you know, it'd be helpful if we started by like fully funding like our school programs in this country. That would be great. So, you know,
It's
let's
a
get
long
on that
shot,
one.
bro.
There's my one, like, all right, just pay the money that we need. Like,
Yeah,
shouldn't have to
yeah.
be like nickeled and dimed all the time. We pay for
For
a lot
sure.
of things that we don't have to talk about.
Yeah. No. Now this is the guy that got me to become a teacher. He was the one,
Substitute
the
man.
same how his mom was like, hey, you know, you might as well throw this secondary aspect into your majors or whatever. Like he was like, yo, you coach for so long, bro, they need subs. Why you ever thought about just being a sub or whatever? And I was like, you know, I didn't. And then like, I thought about it and I was like, oh, it sounds like it would be cool. And then that shit snowballed into, we don't even need to go through the whole
Years of your
goddamn
life.
story. Yeah, years of my life, right? But like I said, he was the one that got it popping off. Now,
We need teachers. We just need better ways to like be a teacher, you know? Like it's hard to be a teacher in public education and like you can do a really good job, but it's just hard and it's a
Yeah.
hard job and like it's in Hawaii, for example. There's a lot of teachers that can't live in the area that they teach, and that's true everywhere. You know, whole country. You can't afford to live where you're working. Like, you have to. Then your quality of life is worse. You got to drive further because you got to live further away from the school you're working at. And it's like, we have the money. You know, there's money out there. We were talking about Pokemon cards before.
Yeah, listen.
There's money. People got money. There's money. We as a society have the means to do a better job of this. It's just like we got to spend it on other things, you know. Like in schools, we were both athletes. Like why do we have to have super fancy AstroTurf fields? Like grass was fine. Grass was fine. I ran on a cinder track in high school. The rubberized tracks are nice. They're fun. You should get it a little bit here and there, but does every town have to spend $1 million on a track?
Bro, we get ours resurfaced out here like every 4 years, I think.
It's millions of dollars. And you know what? Like, I think that sports are important, but if the textbooks are falling apart and the teachers are not able to pay all their bills or are literally working paycheck to paycheck, and you want to put millions of dollars into the track or the lights or whatever, like, the kids can play football without all of that. The kids can run track with all of that, and they'll get the same lessons.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We just got to do a better job.
Well, we kind of
making
live in a
school.
time where people want to break records real bad, too. You know, it's like the whole, you get a quality of equipment. They've sold people on the quality of equipment being the thing that's going to get you to the next level almost.
It definitely can. They make, like, super shoes. I've never worn a pair.
Yeah, dude.
Those things seem insane, and, like, they definitely help. But that's, again, like, not the point of sports. The whole point is to, like, develop skills that you can use in other areas of your life. You know, like, running is about perseverance and, like, overcoming hard obstacles and having endurance. And, like, those are values that are, you apply elsewhere. So I've had this conversation so many times with people, like, about their kids in sports, and they're like, I just want them to have fun and learn to, you know, be a good sport. And then, like, they get on a team and it's like all about winning. And winning's nice.
Well, yeah. See, yeah.
Winning's nice.
I
But
co-sign completely. I don't think you have to win until you're like 15, 16, 17. Like, whoa, you want to go to college or something now? Like, you want to, and I mean, I'll even take it as far as like looking back on my professional soccer career. Like, I was like, yo, we're just playing a game made for kids for some other motherfucker to get choke money.
somebody else gets a lot of money.
Yeah, someone else is getting the money, and then like, you can. I mean, at the league I was
sold
playing
for $11 billion.
What do you mean? Sold? They sold the team?
They're selling the team. I was reading about it, and it's like 11
Are they moving
billion.
from LA or are they staying
I
in
don't
LA?
think so, but 11 billion. There's $11 billion out there for, and like it's a business. Like, okay, I get it, but like there's $11 billion, and
That's the thing.
like,
People are just so into that. It's fucking. I can't understand another dude. Like, I did it as a kid, idolizing soccer players and shit. But then like, when you're at the point where you like, you know, you're an adult. Like, I don't get like adult dudes wearing another adult dude's jersey.
I mean,
You
I
know,
guess,
you
like,
get
it's
the
part
guy's
of the
jersey. If you
gear.
get it signed, you hang it up or something, maybe.
It's part
But
of you going to a game or a thing, but like I generally don't like large events of any type, so you know I try not to go to like things.
Alec had the slogan. This was the freaking. Alec had the best slogan of all time. The Black Lives Matter movement was happening. Everybody was tripping out, you know, and
Yelling
and
about
some
all
people were like,
lives.
"All lives matter." Some people were like, "What?" His was.
No lives matter. Like that, you know what? That's probably the truth.
I'm pretty sure I'm jumped on board with Alec by now. No lives matter, bro. Fuck it all. You know, it's wild out there, and not to say that as like.
I mean, it's fun to say.
Yeah,
but
it's
also,
fun to say,
like,
but I think that sometimes people like us who you give a lot to your community and you give a lot to others around you, you can get into giving so much that you don't like get your own. You know, and that's where like to me like the no lives matter is just like, yeah, bro, we all the same. I need to get my piece. Y'all can have your piece after I fill my cup up some, and we can all work together.
We could all work together. It was a very weird time when that was all going on.
Yeah.
It was like, it's not a really hard concept to understand. You know, like there was some bad things happening to one specific group of people, and you know they came up with a slogan. And,
Yeah.
And then another group was like, "Well, I don't like your slogan." Is that really? That's like kind of the whole. Like they just didn't like the slogan, and.
There it is, bro.
It's just silliness. It's just so.
Doug would tell us that the reason that this happened is because you're allowed to start commenting on Facebook posts. Doug always would allude back to.
I don't engage with the internet that much. I like the Google. YouTube
Okay.
is great for
But you've
fixing
been
your car.
on Facebook.
I've been on Facebook. I
All right.
think that people like to talk. It's hard to say like tough things when you're sitting with a person. That's like a universal truth.
Well, yeah.
And people like to build an avatar of themselves and
Yeah.
and I've argued with my family members on Facebook in the past, and it's just a waste of time.
Well, the point I'm trying to get, I don't, like,
Doesn't
nowadays Facebook is bullshit. I don't do it. I'm not on it at all. But what I'm saying is, like, back in the day when, you know, like Monmouth Facebook.
when it started.
So if you don't know out there in fucking the land, Facebook wasn't always just open to everybody. You had to be like at a college campus. It was initially started kind of as like a digital yearbook, right? And so like most people, you had it at Monmouth, right?
I think so.
Okay, well,
Probably.
I mean, I did, and I graduated there in like 2006. I was on
Then I
Facebook and like,
probably- yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. So he
Probably.
definitely had Facebook in college, and like back then, you couldn't write it like, it wasn't even a timeline. It was just a page. It was like MySpace. It was like you had a page, and you could just see your friend's page and see the stuff about them, and like, you couldn't comment. You sure as fuck couldn't like nothing. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't comment on no one's shit.
But we know that
you
they
couldn't
spent
put your
time like, all right, how do we make this thing so people will engage with it more?
Yeah.
And like, you know, the internet's a tool, and
Yeah.
there's things that you could do with it to benefit yourself. But like, those things are not that. You know, like, I'm sure that there's like some benefits to social media that like the argument could be made. However, like, You could be a
Those
lot
things
more
are not
productive if you would
bad.
just use the internet for its intended purposes, which is retrieving information so that you can apply the use of that information in your life. And if you just sit and do this the whole day, like I don't, like the whole day
Brain
will go
rot,
away.
dude. Yeah, dumb.
Whole day will go
Your
away.
whole, well,
You can read a book.
I mean, how often did you see that in the classroom? I mean, you were younger students, middle school students, but I mean,
Kids had phones. I think that the most successful kids, like, it's hard not to have some sort of technology when your kid is like middle school, like going through middle school. You can start without it, but by the time they're about to go to high school, like, there's a lot of social pressure there, and like you don't want your kid to feel like ostracized on the outside all the time, and so parents even feel the pressure. The most successful kids had like a watch that had some sort of cellular capability, but did not have a camera. The camera is they're not old enough. They're not old enough to know the consequences of what putting things on the internet is going to do. They don't even really understand like what is acceptable to use the camera to film.
Yeah.
When there's no guidance. And I'm in a classroom with, if I'm in a regular education classroom, I'm, there could be 30 kids in that room. Like, that's 30 cell phones and 30 perspectives and like it's just they're so distracted by it, and it's a tool. Like, you would not let your kid, like, you probably wouldn't let a 13-year-old like be completely unsupervised with a circular saw or some sort of power tool because like they'd be missing some fingers at the end possibly. But this is like doing that to their brain,
Yo, I love the analogy.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I use it as a tool and then, entertainment at times, but it's not, I wake up and do probably 2-3 hours of stuff before even touching a phone, maybe just to turn the alarm off, and nowadays people, it's like I've been at a hotel room with people last summer that like wake up not even fucking awake, just fucking
right to the phone,
straight to it, straight to scrolling.
Yeah.
And I would freaking honestly say probably most high school age people, that is their routine.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's how you communicate, and that's like messages that you're getting. I don't know. We're kind of old. I don't really get like my wife will text me, but usually like not when I'm waking up, because unless she's like on a business trip, she's next to me. So like she could just tell me the thing.
There it is. That's a good husband right there, baby.
But otherwise, like, I don't know. My parents don't text me in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Sometimes I get like a random but like nothing is urgent.
Dude, the youth will have every notification for every app come up on their phone screen. Like I've literally had a student or someone on the team or whatever, and they're like, "Yo, did you get the message that I sent you?" And I'm like, "The message? Like, no, like you didn't see the bubble pop up?" I'm like, "The bubble pop up for what?" And they're like, "You don't have notifications up?" I'm like, "I don't notificate." Absolutely not. But I honestly think that's like the hit of dope, is the seeing the number of things.
At least now we have the research that's like saying like, oh, the dopamine that is being like they're addicted to the screen because like the chemical reaction in their brain. I think that like more parents now are putting more limits on screens, but we have this big large group of people a little younger than us maybe, but like up to our age and then down that like did not build the muscles to like self-regulate their phone usage.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's really just that. Like, do I have the self-control to say today I'm not gonna
just gonna scroll through every app?
I'm not gonna start the day like that.
Roast my brain all day.
But if you don't have anything to get up to do, which again, I don't know. I don't understand that personally. Like, I've always had work, school,
yeah. Got so much shit going on. I don't got time for this shit.
Like, that's just not the way that like it worked in my house as a kid, and it's just like that's my way. Like, I'm up, I do things, like I wake up at the same time every day. It's 5:30 in the morning, and if I'm not up already, I'm up then.
See that? 5:30, baby.
And there's stuff to do. You can get up and do stuff. You don't have to lay in bed.
Heard that.
But if that's how you've been raised, or nobody tells you any differently, and somebody just hands you this device that's designed to keep your attention.
Yeah.
So yes, I think, parents, teachers, everybody's got to start being better role models about not walking around staring at their screens.
Bro, I tried. You would never believe the amount of like kickback I got. Like, so what ended up happening?
I would believe the amount of kickback.
So what happened? The second to last year I taught, I had a class, and everyone was using Google. I was teaching Spanish, so everyone was using like Translate and shit instead of like learning how to do any of the shit.
Yeah.
So I made it. So I just, I took my sewing machine. I made a thing. Everyone had to put all their fucking phones in. So, you have the meeting at the end of the school year. How does anyone solve the phone problem? I was like, well, I just made them put the damn thing up there, and that's it. It's like you can go talk to the principal or not. So then it was like kind of an initiative for the freshmen the next year. I think I made it to about the fourth quarter. Maybe somewhere around spring break. And actually, shout out to Miyamoto, all right? Homegirl, the younger Miyamoto. Okay, I'm drawing a blank on your first name. The younger Miyamoto, dog. Drawing a blank on your first name right now. But, saying, sister, she held it down with the phones. But most of the people they just couldn't even... It was like the rock in the stream that like held there enough, but then when the fucking stream the stream just rolled the rock down, and the rock said, fuck it, I just went off the cliff and nothing even happened. And I was just getting blasted you're the only one that makes us, mister. You're the only one fucking...
I've heard those phrases before, and yeah, I mean, I think that you shouldn't have your phone out right now.
Yeah. But I also will say that I barely ever used my phone in the school in front of students. Like I'd wake up early, do my thing on social media if I'm posting, if I'm whatever, and then go to school, leave the phone like on the desk or in the desk most of the day.
I don't know that many teachers in general that are on their phone a lot. I do know that there are some, but if you are actually like engaged with kids, like you can't be on your phone.
Oh, cousin, I don't even want to tell you what percentage of people I would say that I've seen just sit on their phone as I walk past their room.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different age group too. Like, I will say like high schoolers can be a little bit like, at least they're smart enough to be like, if I don't make a big ruckus in the room, they'll leave me alone.
You about to get an A.
Where like middle schoolers are not, that's not their MO, like you could try to explain like, if you're just quiet, I'll leave you alone. Like, just turn in something. No. Like, they want to be here. Right here. With you. And they want you to know what's going on.
That's right, baby.
So, they don't let you be engaged in other things. Like, you are their entertainment.
Yeah.
And even littler kids, it's similar. Like, they're not really going to let you... You can't sit on a phone. You could, but a kid's going to end up, like... doing something that's going to get you in trouble, cutting pigtails off.
Can't turn your back on them little ones.
Like, teachers are generally... I find that, like, I don't look at the phone that much until I go home at the end of the day. Boom. My mom was a teacher. I remember being a kid and being frustrated about trying to call... a kid. I was, like, in college, trying to call her. And she'd be like, no, Aunt, I was teaching. And... That's
like, what's the set? You got a cell phone, Mom. What the hell?
I'm like, I thought I needed something, and I could remember that conversation. And she's like, well, I was like, but you talk to other people in other professions, and like they can interact with their cell phone during the workday, and it's just not. There's so much that teachers just get like bombarded with like all day.
Oh my God, all day,
just
dude.
Being, you get tired. You get very tired just being, and smelling. And experiencing all of the different kinds of humanity that make up our society.
Oh, yeah. And
Everybody
all the different, dude, everybody goes to school. All the different crazy things that are just above your pay grade that you're dealing with. You're like, oh, man, somebody needs to figure this out. I don't think it's supposed to be me.
But we're going to have several meetings about it where we can say, like, why are our test scores low? And be like, well, there's, like, societal ills causing this, and you don't pay me to address those. You pay me to teach math or science or, in my case, like...
Spanish.
Like life skills.
Yeah. algebra 2, algebra 1, algebra 2
But
honors,
if you
statistics,
did want to
geometry,
address like
Spanish.
systemic problems in our society, you know, we could start by like making sure everybody has food and shelter. So, but
Listen,
that's
you're
not
getting
me.
too basic
That's
now.
Not me, because
You're
I'm
getting
just
too basic
teaching
now.
I'm
I don't
just
think you
teaching
understand
reading.
what's going on. I don't think you understand the whole big
know,
picture.
I
You're thinking
know.
way too basic now, dude. What, do
know.
you have you ever been a part of society? Do you know?
I try not to be as much.
Yeah. He is so right. Yeah, this guy lives up in frickin', or he lived. Okay, so one of the coolest things that would always go down is like Thanksgivings, right? And it's not like I did it every single year, but multiple years we ended up going out to his place on Big Island. So maybe we didn't even mention that part in this whole frickin' broadcast
We've been
here.
having a great time.
So he lives on Big Island. And he was previously there. Doug's been there. Jeff's been there, who you all don't even know nothing about.
But
yet.
Jeff is playing music somewhere on the internet, so go look him up.
Look, you can go try with Good Vibes YouTube channel and find Jeff playing something
It's Jeff
for sure.
With a G, not a J.
Geoff.
Yeah, Geoff.
Geoff. But Eden Rock up in the volcano area, or Hilo side, you know, had a amazing property that I think, you know, I don't want to be the person talking about how the homie owns shit now, but my homie's a landowner, I think.
We were fortunate and able to pick up the place I was renting, and yeah, my life is very different than it was a few short months ago. But like, yeah, we love Hawaii, and right now we're on the mainland for my wife's work, and it's cool. But we love like being out in. She tolerates.
She tolerates. He loves it. He's in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Near people.
You listen. If you want to be, I think
Come to the Big Island if you don't want to be around anybody.
The only place you can be like what he got going on around here is like Kahakuloa, Hana, maybe Haiku, but he got it like all day, every day.
It was great.
And it's peaceful. Man, I mean, they get, what is it? Y'all got koki frogs, right?
Frogs, get some roosters.
Okay.
But that's how I knew to come in when I was surfing late. Like, if you start hearing the koki frogs, it's time to get out of the water. It's like a good little, you know, alarm system on the Big Island.
Natural alarm system.
It's time to get out.
Gosh, so how did you end up out there?
Jeff.
Was it Jeff? Jeff is like the initial seed for everybody,
Jeff
huh?
went and worked at a place that I ended up working at, and I worked there for a little bit. Jeff was there for a while, and then I just was like, oh, I have a teaching license. Like, I will try to be a substitute. And then they hired me, and that turned into a long time. And
what'd you do, a decade?
11 years. So, and yeah, and then I met my wife, and life changed a lot really fast. And
he's married. Went to his wedding. We had a sick crew of homies at table number 2, which is the number 1 of all the tables starting after the first table, because y'all was at the first table, right?
We were at the first table.
So the number 1 of all the other tables, number 2, no offense to the rest of y'all that was at the wedding and everything, but you know what I'm saying? Our super eclectic mix of homies that either had corduroy, purple, green.
It was a colorful group.
Fucking 2 dresses, fucking aloha shirt. I didn't even have a coat. People was tripping on me not even having a coat.
Billy was in plaid.
Listen, we were all, Billy had on, I think Billy had on 3 different shades of gray on a 3-piece suit. But everyone was within the color scheme of your wedding.
Everybody was in the color scheme. Everybody met the color scheme.
And most of the people came from the islands, right?
At that table?
Yeah, for all Australia. Like your homies, so they even farther island. We had Big Billy. Steve in the
Doug,
purple suit.
Matt, Emma.
Dougie, Matt.
I mean, Emma had to sit there because Matt's her husband, and she's like the best because she allows Matt to be, you know, her husband, and she tolerates us, and like doesn't judge us publicly in front of us, although we probably deserve judgment.
Hey, listen.
So Emma is the best.
Yeah, she's the best. But look, we're all living our, listen, it's not
fun.
like we're degenerates. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most days.
We just live our lives differently.
We do live our lives.
And just maybe look different. Like, I wish there was a drone from like a drone flew over
Nick was at
the
your,
whole
Nick was at your table.
Yeah.
The dancing queen. He was jamming out. So much fun.
That was who I got to sit next to in the actual wedding proceeding. Because what time did you tell me to be there?
I don't know.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. He told me to be there at a time, and I showed up at the time, and everybody was like already inside, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, there's like one seat left.
I luckily got through that whole day with only minor hiccups. I didn't ruin it for my wife. That is kind of where I'm going to leave it, as it was a success. We had a really great time. It was
that
awesome.
shit was awesome.
It was so much fun, dude, but I didn't ruin the day for my wife.
That was so... I've been in weddings. I've been to weddings. Okay? His wedding was by far the most fun out of any of them. All right?
It was a live band.
And and I didn't even drink. I don't even, like, I used to be at weddings and like get fucked up and be like doing shit, you know, but like that shit was sick.
We had a really good band.
Yeah, the live band was all time. And thanks to the live band, we even got to throw in the one part of the wedding that was missing, the shtick.
Oh, he did the
Which
shtick.
I never knew was like I thought it was everybody, that was like a word that that guy's just giving him a shtick. But the shtick was like an actual thing.
When you marry a Jewish person, there's a lot of words that we use in America that are like, they're Yiddish words or Jewish words.
Oh, shit.
Shtick
we don't even
know.
Yeah. I was like...
everybody knows schlep. I don't want to schlep.
Schlep, you know.
Right? Like, yeah, those are all... They're their words.
Yo, but the shtick, Dougie did a handstand. Dougie did a whole hand service. I got the moonwalk on. We shticked them, baby. Number one wedding.
We got a lot of pictures of those.
Number one wedding. I drank a lot of weed. I'm not sure if the uncles knew or wanted to know.
Well, according to my wife's uncle, it's like putting a church where a mosque is. It's just
that's what he said.
It's like, well, I feel like they do that sometimes, so
Definitely, dude.
But I don't know if it's equivalent. Like it's just
it's like taking the hay out down and putting a church up right on top of it. Fuck.
It's not the same. It's just seltzer water with a little bit of THC in it.
That shit is great. Drink weed, everybody. I don't know if that's the brand, but Drink Weed, sponsor me. All right? If you sponsor me, I'll smoke a little less weed.
I actually learned about this. I think that, like, in Hawaii, you can't buy weed beverages.
Weed drink. You can't get weed drink here.
In Massachusetts, they have them. That's where we were, so that you can get them. But my understanding is that there are people in Hawaii trying to, like, build the beverage facility that they can brew this stuff in, whatever that means.
Although they don't have the the legality to do it yet.
So it's coming, but as with most things, it takes a little longer to get across the Pacific Ocean.
Damn.
But that's okay.
Come on, dog. We had like the top 10 high times fucking cannabis cup fucking weeds for long times out here, bro.
Isn't it interesting? In Hawaii, it's like kind of a thing that, like you'd think pretty progressive out here, but it's just not.
Green harvest.
Well, yeah, that was back in the day. That you want to talk about the Big Island.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, how, like, from that point, like, if you were growing something back then and they were just dropping homies out of helicopters down into your fucking backyard and chopping your plants and shit, like, what do you think
really
that's not gonna
use of taxpayer dollars?
I know, man. I'm one of them
Get
motherfuckers.
The plants.
You see me? I'm a taxpayer.
Have you ever seen the movie Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
No.
If you haven't, it's worth checking out. It's like.
Okay, I've seen fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes, Attack of the, get the plants, man. Like, plants are dangerous. They're so dangerous.
Plants are dangerous.
They're so dangerous. Stay away from them.
Stay away from them, bro. Coconuts, they're dangerous. They fucking drop the nut, could hit you in the head.
They could hit you in the head.
You climb the tree, could fall down. You fucking...
Yeah, stay away from the plants. Matter of fact, don't go outside. Stay inside. Stare at your phone all day. I'm sure that you'll feel wonderful.
Don't do that. All right? And we're going to end with one last question for you, because my man is also a surfer. All right? You can answer any of these three. Where is your favorite place to surf? Was your most memorable surf session? right? And any other special thing, whatever you like, just give me something about your surfing experience, because I know.
Surfing experience. I'm definitely I would say novice. I've had better days. I've had worse days.
Yeah.
But there's the Big Island is not a surfing place. There's some spots that are great. Honolulu.
I think we've only been to one, really.
Well, I was gonna say there is a place down in the south end of the island, but I'm gonna leave the name off and say that there's a nice place down there that I like. I like a lot. It's pretty nice. We've been there.
We've gone there, but there wasn't really wave breaking.
Yeah, when it breaks, it's great. Otherwise, it's still just a nice place to hang out. But yeah, we'll leave the name off.
We ain't saying shit.
But Honolulu on the Big Island is where you surf if you surf on the Big Island. So that's always fun. There's not that many other places you can drive across the island to surf. There used to be Pohiki, was fun, but the lava took it out. So
oh shit.
Maybe one day it'll come back.
Maybe one day. Okay, so where's your favorite place, bro? You surf with us over here, Ho'okipa. You surf Honolulu. You surf Olawalu. You surf. What else? Where's your favorite place?
Surfing with friends is my favorite place because that's what you're supposed to be doing.
What an answer. He doesn't even have a favorite place. Just surfing with friends.
It's fun to surf with friends.
Amazing.
We had 3 party waves today.
We had 3 party waves, 4/3 party waves. 4 dudes, 3 boards.
One of the dudes is only 3/4. He's
of a dude
in development.
He's about a 7-year-old dude.
But
small
he was
dude.
there. Small dude.
Which reminds me, remember the last time we went surfing? We went to Honolulu Bay, and you rode that board right there.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a huge hole in the bottom now. That's why it's on the wall.
Did I put the huge hole in the bottom? That makes sense. That was one of those better days.
But it's cool. It needs to be on the wall because I'm Ed Hayden. It's a Hayden shape. We got it. It fits right in. So I didn't even fix the hole because I didn't care to ride it again. But it was something that we didn't even look at. It was we were just surfing. It was really shallow. I was like, come on, bro, we got to go out. Just take this fucking board. Don't worry, it floats really well. Da, da, da. I just put it back in the bag. I came home a week later. I go open the bag. I'm like, yo.
I know exactly when that hole happened.
Oh.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, the reef was pretty shallow that morning. But it was beautiful. There were whales out that day.
Yeah, bro, that's what I mean. It don't matter.
Surfing with friends.
Surfing with friends, bro. I like that. And that is it, baby. Click like, click subscribe. That was Alec Richardson, my man 50 grand, straight out of Big Island / Boston / Scranton Wilkes-Barre, PA / just the man, the myth, the legend, about to be a daddy 8 weeks to come. Oh, yes.
This is going to be put on production way after this baby gets here, though, so I'll let you know.
You heard that. Share if you care, baby, because we go up there. A hui ho, Kako. Down in that corner, down there.
Here?
Yeah.